What up, Elizabeth?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Fields this way up at the 17. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Fields. And this is taken in by
Elizabeth, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have no
get this one down near the 20-yard line.
My favorite football player
just
is
shy of the 20.
I don't really have a favorite basketball.
And this has been a nice answer to the
I don't
touchdown
really
drive
even watch
against them a
sports
few
like that,
minutes
to be
ago
honest.
because they've
I
come
never
back
watch,
and
I never
reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Never did, man.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Darrell Taylor, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw is Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I'm about to say, why would you smack it, you dumb?
Picked up by Sidney Jones.
Oh my gosh, quit already. Fucking suck, man. That typical. Horrible. So horrible.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wilson. Out to his left, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. As he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And a short kick. Now and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers quickly.
Well, throw on first down. Wilson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch right now.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Oh,
now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked
off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. This one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Swings this out here for Cohen. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10, Dalton once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Wilson.
Oh,
tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Puts it on the clock, but it's out. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After
hit like
all
that,
heck, it'll be first down. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Good. I'm
just
just
know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
What is this, man?
On third down, Wilson.
Oh, I don't know why I keep forgetting to say your number.
Complete on the diving effort.
My bad, man. I be getting so many people numbers, bro. Hey, hold on. Damn, my cousin called me. Hold on. Hello?
To throw again is Wilson.
Good,
escaping the pressure right.
It's complete to Lockett. And he's the same house I'm always in. I'm gonna get up in the same place every day.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the
same house I've been at.
It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the
Chris, I just told you the same house. Where the hell have I been?
And maybe turn the tide.
Ooh, number 18 in that bit. I'm getting it.
Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Just got that move.
Buying time to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2.
I had just got some yesterday.
What changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
Yeah, that's perfect though.
You never back up and you never retreat.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I need.
Really
I can do that.
Line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in
like a day or two.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. 41 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Right, now I'm
pulls it in at the
13. Tomorrow. I'm probably got some tomorrow. That's when I'm gonna need it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I'm tired of playing.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Oh, come on, man.
Complete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? Let's face it, if you want to get... to the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sammy
Jones.
The fuck? Oh my God. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Back to throw. Wilson. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the field. To be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Out of the gun. Here's Will. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Bye.
Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
Put it down. Very careful, man. Sit there. Sit there.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
Lucky I missed that boy. He got so lucky. I was about to knock that number 17 off his jersey.
Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Ooh, he should have dropped it.
35 before he's taken
He should have dropped that, bro.
A big play there on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Yes, we're pressing everything.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin.
What that boy fast?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Boy, no, you
the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right.
Yeah, wait, where we go, right? No, DC. Somebody attack, come on. Somebody coming. Running back hawking his ass. Running back hawking his ass. Oh, why you ain't dive, nigga? You should have been doing.
For a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
There we go, all the way down the field. Just a tiny bit worse.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Yeah, like some straight
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, Wilson going to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh my God.
That nigga is loaded.
That nigga still caught that
So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down.
I look so hot.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
And drag to the beat like he had a track. Teach me how to track. Teach me how to track.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf.
Come here, DK. Come here, DK. Get in front of him. Oh,
falls incomplete.
take a breather, guys.
2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left.
Oh, Russ, I meant for you to do that shit. Russ should have did that, man.
Difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs.
Okay, he can't even score.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He can't even score.
Fields. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Fields.
I just want to see that. Teach me that shit. Oh, I seen it. I was there. Bro, I know where it was going. That's crazy. Might be horny.
Proportions if they're going to pull
Good,
this
I
one
ain't
off.
tripping, man.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Pop it down,
And he
baby.
will get into the end zone as a
Lord.
2-point conversion is
He got it,
successful.
man.
And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
That'll be on that shit, man. Good, though.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Wait, it is them right here. Hello?
Jalen Red.
Hey, Mr. Red.